Welcome to the show that gets you an audience for your show. Today, my special guest is the international jazz sensation, Laura Fygi, who's in town to rehearse for that $2 million musical production, Victor Victoria. Miss Fygi, tell me what crossed your mind.
Call me Laura. How about that?
Hi, Laura.
Isn't that easy?
Yes.
Yeah, it's easy.
Tell me, what crossed your mind when Loretta called you long distance and offered you the role?
The first thing is that I was amazed because 2 days before I had said to my manager, I don't want to do musicals. Forget it. Mm-hmm. And then I got the email from Miss Loretta. And I said, I can't believe this. It is my favorite musical, Victor Victoria. I love the movie, I love the musical. And I thought about it a few days and then I said yes. Because there's no other musical I would love to do. So this was it.
And what has been the greatest challenge in taking on this role, like in terms of rehearsal routines? Was it the dancing?
Dancing, definitely. I'm not a sportive person. Mm-hmm. I don't do any sports or workouts or anything. So I'm not lazy, but these are muscles that have never been working. So after the first day of dancing, you know, from 9 to 5, next day I couldn't get out of bed. I was just, everything was stuck. Throughout the week it went better, but it was pretty hard.
And what about the challenges in playing a man? I mean, what kind of mannerisms do you think you've got to learn, you know, from scratch in order to do this role of Victor as Victoria?
Well, I've got the advantage of having a low voice, so that's something I don't have to work on.
Uh-huh.
And for the rest, I'm quite emancipated, so it comes easy.
It comes easy.
And it helps when you put on a suit. Mm. It does.
So you kind of get into character the minute you assume the costume.
Yeah.
Almost like a transitional moment. What about in terms of like any precautions you take when you're in Singapore because of the heat and humidity? You're not quite used to the weather?
No, it is quite kind of hard because of the humidity.
Yes.
You know, when you go outside, it's like somebody put a blanket in your throat. But after a while, you get used to it though. It gets less and less hard.
But the humidity is very good for the skin. Because it's like every day when you walk out, it's like you're entering into a sauna.
Yeah. That's why I don't like saunas.
Moisturizer. Well, I was going to ask you about your elixir of youth. You know, I've been your fan for like 20 years, and you've looked the same.
I do?
So what do you take? You know?
Nothing at all. Nothing. I actually don't do specific things, not for my voice, not for my skin or anything. I'm not a person that lays down at you know, beauty parlors or spas, or I don't like that. So I actually don't do anything.
But do you potter around a lot in your garden at home?
Yes, that's something I really love.
Yes, because I hear that you're quite an avid gardener.
I love it. I mean, it gives you a lot of rest, and it's a kind of yoga, you would say, and you get your own thoughts. You get very creative with everything you do. So I love doing that. And you're outside. I live in a tiny village in the middle of the woods, so the smell of the woods is fabulous.
And apart from, you know, Victor Victoria, what are your other favorite musicals?
Well, there are musicals that I haven't seen on stage, actually. I love Yentl, Barbra Streisand. But, you know, I like musicals and stories that are from life, taken from life, and not really, you know, those fantasies like Tarzan and things like that. I'll go there with my children, but it's not something that I would enjoy doing.
You must miss your family a lot when you're here.
Very much. That's actually the hardest part of all of it, because I'm enjoying it very much. I'm giving 200% of me because I like it. But that's the hardest part. I've never been away from home longer than 2 weeks, but I talk to my family every day.
But would you like have an entire entourage of like governesses and housekeepers?
No.
You run the entire household yourself?
Yeah.
Wow, wonderful.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I've been cooking a whole week and stuffed the freezer with all kind of dishes for them for when I'm away.
See when you're away.
My husband isn't such a good cook.
And in terms of Singapore, what have you had any chance to sort of tour around, or Loretta Chan, the director, has kept you so busy in rehearsals?
Yes, but it will come because right now we're busy all day. Once a show starts and it's running and it's going good, I'll be free during the day and I'd be having more. I'll have more time to really actually see something. Actually, last night I went to Chinatown.
Did you explore Chinatown on your own?
No. I had my colleague Jake, who's playing King Marchand. And together we went out, we had a nice dinner, and then he showed me Chinatown, a little market, and it's nice. It's a totally different part of what I've seen of Singapore. You know, big buildings and everything. But every time I see a little of it, you know, like Chimes, and next time I want to go in the big wheel. And, I will.
Sentosa.
I've been to Sentosa. Somebody took me to Sentosa last time. Yeah.
Because this is not your first trip. You've performed here several times.
Very much. Actually, the first time I came here, I did a concert at the Harbour Pavilion, which is not there anymore.
Yes. But do you think that Singapore was, you know, what you expected of like a big cosmopolitan city?
On the 131 to 2 in Broadway, it's a crowded bus at 8 p.m. Up on the top deck, it's full of poor people. They smell of shite jobs and the minimum wage. They have no expression, no life in their eyes. Rag dolls on the top deck rock like rats in a cage. But
We're like animals, actually. Sorry to say, but we are. You know, you need rules, and I love the rules here, really.